What's up YouTube, Cunningham Cichlids back with another video. This video is going to be on my Fossochromis Rostratus, so stay tuned and let's check them out. So Fossochromis Rostratus is aka also known to us in the hobby as the Malawi or the sand diver. As you can see from my thumbnail picture, they like to dive in the sand. That's when they're getting caught. So if I go in there with nets to try and catch my fish, to catch the species, they will dive in the sand. That's a predatory instinct and also an evasive instinct to get away from predators. So this fish is widely distributed in Lake Malawi and sandy areas. The Fossochromis Rostratus has been hard to come across in the past 15 years. Part of it is because they require a large tank and open areas with rocky retreats, and they're not cave spawners, so they do spawn in the open sandy area. So they require a large aquarium, so not a lot of people in the hobby keep them. They require an aquarium at least 100 gallons or longer. My group that you're seeing is in 165 gallons, so it's a 6-foot tank by 2 foot wide by 20 inches tall. So that gives them enough room to spread out and observe and feel. Hopefully, I think they feel they're in nature and they can, enough room to stretch out in that tank. If you're setting up a tank to keep this fish, the substrate should be sand, medium grain. Sand is fine, just as long as it's not sharp, because they do like to dig, as mentioned, and they're known as sand sifters. So I was going to add some crushed coral to my tank, but I was afraid that if I do that, they won't be able to dive through the sand loosely like they do now. Today my tank has pool filter sand in it, and I don't want to cause the fish any serious injury when they dive in the sand. Therefore, all my rocks in the tank are fake. They're all universal rocks. Again, I don't want them cause them injury, so I don't have any hard or heavy sharp objects or boulder rocks in the tank that they could run into when they go to do their diving aspect or diving behavior. So in spawning the fish, they're just the same as any other Haplochromis. They're mouth brooders, so the female will incubate the eggs for around 21-23 days. I generally strip my females around 14 days just to ensure that I can fatten them back up for breeding, and generally I don't have an issue tumbling eggs if I need to, or I can put them in breeder nets as well with air stones to preserve their health. This allows me to then maximize feeding on the female so she's not without food for 3 weeks. 2 weeks I feel is a better time. The females generally in the wild live in groups with the subdominant males. The males build craters in large territories. But generally in an aquarium, we don't see the male build a crater because the tanks are not big enough as the area they recover in the wild to do that. Groups are recommended 1 to 2 males with 3 to 5 females in fairly large tanks. Having a second male helps the dominant male become more intense. It also gives them competition for the females and displays better color. So my group gets fed a main staple of NLS cichlid krill and pellets, cichlid formula pellets, about 3 millimeter in size. And I also feed them frozen krill from time to time. This is a great species to keep if you have the room for them. Again, they do require a 100+ gallon tank, so they're not for everybody. But they are a great species. They're very docile. I haven't found that any males pick on the other males, chase them when they're breeding, but that's about it. No damage, fin damage or nothing. So they're a great species if you have the room. And if you like these species videos, please subscribe. And thanks for watching.